earlier, we told you the Department of State Services has arrested the mastermind of last Thursday's attack near the palace of the traditional ruler of Iberoland. For more on this, let's bring in Captain Bish Johnson, who is a former U.S. Marine. Captain Johnson, what is your reaction to this arrest, considering that this attack actually happened when the president was in the state?
Okay, my reaction will always be the same thing. Whenever wanted terrorists or criminals taken off the street, the world is a much more better place, a much safer and peaceful place if a wanted terrorist is arrested and taken out of the street. But I will also caution, like I have always done, that we'll make sure that whoever is arrested is actually one who perpetrated, the crime or the attack, so that at the end of the day, innocent person does not have to pay for for an offense that they did not commit. If I'm sure that before the security agencies arrest this individual, they must have had some, irrefutable evidences that link him to the crime. So, if that is the case, the world is a much safer place with that wanted terrorist.
All right, Captain Johnson, but then arresting is one thing, and that's quite different from diligent prosecution. What do we expect from security agencies in the days ahead?
Well, that's why I was talking about having irrefutable and concrete evidences, because like you rightly pointed out, one thing is to arrest and another thing is to go through a successful prosecution and get a conviction. If the evidence is not backed up by facts, and if those evidence are not irrefutable and the individual cannot be linked, to the crime, considering the complicated criminal justice system that we have in Nigeria, more than likely this individual is going to go scot-free. And so the onus is on the security agencies to make sure that they dot all their I's and cross all their T's and make sure that they have concrete, irrefutable evidences that can be presented to the court and be able to get a conviction of this individual.
Indeed, Captain Johnson, because as it stands from the records, the suspect is quite notorious. But aside that, what lesson do you think political players can learn from this incident? Because some of them are quite fond of denying incidents. And in this case particularly, the Kogi state government has not exactly admitted an attack took place within its soil.
Who are you asking? I didn't get your question clearly. So what lessons?
I am asking what lessons for political players who are fond of denying attacks when they happen within their states, their areas.
The Kogi, if you talk about Kogi citizens, what lessons they should learn?
Indeed, not just Kogi, but generally political actors, political players who deny incidents when they happen.
Okay, that deny the incidents when they happen.
Yes, please.
Well, I think some of the problems we've had in this country is a situation where, we are quick to rush to conclusion and judgment without allowing investigations driven by, facts and evidences to go through. And so, for me, the lessons that politicians have to learn in this case is not to rush to judgment or rush to conclusion until the investigations are concluded, unless they are doing that based on one's personal or selfish interest. Other than that, I don't see the reason why any politician should be jumping to conclusions when an incident of that nature takes place, whether it took place within their jurisdiction or not, whether they know the individual or not. You can't vouch for anybody unless you are protecting that individual for your own personal reasons. So the lesson to them is not to judge, not to rush to conclusion, and just allow investigations to go through.
Former U.S. Marine Captain Bish Johnson, a pleasure talking to you tonight. Thank you.